Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Before we dive into the fascinating world of machine learning, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated with all our latest content. Now let's get started. Machine learning, or ML, is a term that's been gaining quite a bit of traction lately. But what exactly is it? Well, in the simplest terms, it's a subset of artificial intelligence that's all about teaching machines to learn from data, identify patterns, and make decisions. All this happens with minimal human intervention, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Think about it this way. You know how when you were a kid, you learned by observing and understanding things around you, you touched a hot stove and it burned, so you learned not to touch it again. That's essentially what machine learning is. Except in this case, the kid is a machine and the stove is a massive amount of data. But it's not just about avoiding metaphorical stoves. Machine learning can be used for so much more. It can teach a computer to recognize your voice among thousands of others, predict the weather based on patterns, or even play a game of chess. And it's not just limited to that. The applications are as vast and varied as the data we can provide. Why does this matter to you? Well, it's because machine learning is becoming more and more intertwined with our daily lives. It's the technology behind the recommendations you see on your favorite streaming service, the spam filter in your email, and so much more. It's shaping our future, making processes more efficient, and unlocking the potential for innovations we've yet to dream of. So whether you're a tech enthusiast looking to explore new horizons, a business owner seeking to leverage data for better decision-making, or just a curious mind wanting to understand the world better, machine learning has something to offer you. Imagine teaching a computer to recognize your voice, predict the weather, or even play chess. That's ML in action. So stick around as we delve deeper into this fascinating world in our upcoming sections. Why should you care about ML? Because it's everywhere. Machine learning is like the silent power behind many services we use daily, often without even realizing it. It's the magic that powers the recommendation engine on your favorite streaming service, suggesting shows and movies perfectly tailored to your taste. It's the intelligence behind your email's spam filter, working tirelessly to keep your inbox clean and clutter-free. Machine learning is also the secret ingredient that makes your virtual assistant so helpful. It's the reason why Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant can understand your voice commands, answer your questions, or even tell a joke when you need a laugh. It's the technology that enables Google's search engine to provide you with accurate results in fractions of a second, making your online experience smooth and efficient. But machine learning isn't just about making our lives more comfortable. It has the potential to address some of the world's most pressing issues. In healthcare, machine learning algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to predict diseases, personalize treatments, and ultimately save lives. In finance, machine learning can help detect fraudulent transactions, making our online transactions safer. And let's not forget about its role in advancing scientific research, from understanding climate change to exploring outer space. Machine learning is also a key driver of future innovations. It's the force behind the development of self-driving cars, advanced robotics, and smart homes. It's the technology that's pushing the boundaries of what machines can do, reshaping industries and creating new opportunities. But perhaps the most exciting thing about machine learning is its potential for growth. We're just scratching the surface of what this technology can do. As more data becomes available and algorithms become more sophisticated, the possibilities for machine learning are virtually limitless. So why should you care about machine learning? Because it's not just a buzzword or a trend, it's a transformative technology that's already changing our world and promises to play a pivotal role in shaping our future. ML technologies are shaping our future, making processes more efficient, and unlocking the potential for innovations we've yet to dream of. At its core, ML involves feeding data into algorithms to train models. Imagine you're teaching a child to identify animals. You start by showing pictures of different animals and naming them. The child over time begins to associate images with names. That's pretty much how machine learning works. But instead of children, we have models, and instead of animal pictures, we have data points. Machine learning is a process of training models with data. Now, what's a model? In simple terms, a model is a mathematical representation of a real-world process. For instance, a weather prediction model might include factors like temperature, humidity, and wind speed. The more accurate our model, the better it can predict future weather patterns. The first step in machine learning is data collection. We need a large amount of data to train our models. The quality and quantity of data directly impact the model's performance. It's like the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. If we feed our model with poor quality data, we can't expect accurate predictions. Once we have our data, we split it into two sets, a training set and a test set. The training set, as the name suggests, is used to train the model. The test set, on the other hand, is used to evaluate the model's performance. It's like a pop quiz for our model to see if it has learned well. Now let's talk about the different types of learning in machine learning. First, we have supervised learning. It's like a guided tour. We have labeled data, which means we already know the output for each input. It's like showing a child a picture of a dog and saying, "This is a dog." The model learns from this direct feedback. Next, we have unsupervised learning. Here, the model is like a child exploring a park alone. The data is not labeled, and the model has to find patterns and relationships in the data on its own. It's like giving a child a bunch of animal pictures and letting them group the pictures in any way they see fit. Lastly, we have reinforcement learning. It's like learning to ride a bike. The model learns through trial and error. It makes decisions, receives feedback, and adjusts its actions based on that feedback. Over time, the model learns to make better decisions to maximize the reward. Once the model is trained, it's time to test it. We use the test set data to evaluate how well our model can predict new data. If the model performs well, great. If not, we go back to the drawing board. We tweak the model or get more data and train it again. It's important to note that machine learning is not a one-time process. As we get more data, we can continue to train our model and improve its accuracy. The goal is to have a model that can make accurate predictions or decisions based on the patterns it has learned from the data. Over time, the model learns and improves its accuracy in making predictions or decisions. Just as a child becomes more adept at identifying animals with practice, our model becomes better at making accurate predictions with more training. Let's look at some examples. Machine learning, this technological marvel, has been quietly integrating itself into various sectors, transforming them in significant ways. Take healthcare, for instance. The world of medicine has been revolutionized by machine learning. Doctors and researchers are now using ML models to predict diseases even before symptoms appear. These models analyze a patient's medical history, lifestyle, and genetic information to draw up predictive analyses. This early detection can be a game changer, making preventative measures and treatments far more effective. But that's not all. Machine learning is also personalizing treatment plans. By analyzing individual patient data, ML algorithms can suggest treatments that are most likely to work for a specific patient, considering their unique genetic makeup and health history. This move towards personalized medicine is improving patient outcomes and reducing healthcare costs. Now let's switch gears and talk about finance. Here, machine learning models are being used to detect fraudulent transactions. They analyze patterns in transaction data and flag anomalies that could indicate fraud. This ability to spot irregularities in real time is helping financial institutions prevent losses and protect their customers. And what about the entertainment industry? Well, if you've ever wondered how Netflix seems to know exactly what you want to watch next, that's machine learning at work. ML algorithms analyze your viewing history, the ratings you give, and even the time you spend watching a particular show. Then, they use this data to curate a personal watch list filled with movies and shows you're likely to enjoy. But these examples are just scratching the surface. Machine learning is also driving advancements in sectors like transportation, where it's powering self-driving cars, in retail, where it's predicting consumer behavior and optimizing inventory, and even in agriculture, where it's helping farmers predict crop yields and manage resources more effectively. And let's not forget about the role of machine learning in our everyday lives. From voice assistants like Siri and Alexa learning to understand our commands, to spam filters in our email learning to recognize and block unwanted emails, machine learning is making our lives easier and more efficient in countless ways. These examples should give you an idea of the vast potential of machine learning. It's not just about creating intelligent machines. It's about using data to make better decisions, to improve efficiency, and to drive innovation. And the best part, we're only just beginning to explore what's possible. These are just the tip of the iceberg. But it's not all smooth sailing. As we delve deeper into the world of machine learning, we encounter significant challenges. One of the most pressing of these is data privacy. With machine learning algorithms requiring vast amounts of data to function effectively, questions naturally arise about how this data is collected, stored, and used. Especially when it comes to sensitive information, the risk of data breaches or misuse is a serious concern that must be addressed. Another challenge is the ethical use of artificial intelligence. As machines become more intelligent and autonomous, It's crucial to establish guidelines to prevent misuse. For instance, we need to ensure that AI doesn't replace human jobs indiscriminately or become a tool for surveillance and control. It's also important to prevent the creation of AI weapons, which could have devastating consequences. Finally, there's the risk of biased outcomes. Machine learning models are only as good as the data they're trained on. If this data is biased in any way, the model's predictions and decisions will be biased too. This can lead to unfair outcomes, such as discriminatory hiring practices or unjust law enforcement. To combat this, we need to carefully curate our training data and regularly audit our models for bias. But these challenges aren't insurmountable. By promoting transparency in data collection, establishing ethical guidelines, and actively working to eliminate bias, we can work towards a future of machine learning that is both powerful and fair. In the end, the goal is not just to create intelligent machines, but to use these machines to improve the human experience. To create a world where technology serves us, rather than the other way around. Where it enhances our abilities, solves our problems, and opens up new possibilities. As we advance, it's crucial to address these issues to ensure a future where technology benefits everyone. Inspired to embark on your own ML journey? Well, you're in the right place. Machine learning is a vast field, but don't let that intimidate you. Think of it as an adventure filled with numerous paths to explore and countless treasures to discover. Firstly, you'll need a solid foundation. There's a multitude of online platforms offering comprehensive courses on machine learning. Coursera, edX, and Udemy, to name a few, are teeming with resources to help you grasp the basics and beyond. Many of these courses are designed by industry experts and top universities, ensuring you get quality education from the comfort of your home. Now don't just stop at learning the theory. Machine learning is a hands-on discipline. Get your hands dirty with real-life datasets. Websites like Kaggle and UCI Machine Learning Repository offer a plethora of datasets for you to practice on. From predicting house prices to identifying handwritten digits, there's something for everyone. But remember, learning doesn't have to be a solitary endeavor. Join ML communities and forums. Sites like Stack Overflow, GitHub, and Reddit have thriving communities where you can ask questions, share your projects, and learn from others' experiences. Collaboration is key in the world of machine learning. Additionally, keep an eye on the latest research papers and articles. Platforms like Google Scholar, Arxiv, and Medium regularly feature cutting-edge research and insightful articles in the field of ML. This will keep you updated with the latest trends and advancements. Lastly, don't shy away from experimenting. Try out different algorithms, tweak parameters, and play around with various tools. Remember, in machine learning, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. What works in one scenario might not work in another. So, are you ready to set sail on your machine learning voyage? Remember, the path to mastering ML is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay curious and keep learning. Let's make the most of this fascinating journey together. And that wraps up our introduction to machine learning. We've embarked on a journey through the fascinating world of ML, from understanding its basics and importance, to seeing it in action in various industries. We've also touched upon the challenges it brings and the ethical considerations we must bear in mind. As we move forward, let's continue to question, learn, and innovate, ensuring that this powerful tool is used for the betterment of all. Remember, the future of ML holds limitless possibilities, and it's up to us to shape it. So, stay curious, keep learning, and never stop exploring. If this video sparked your interest in ML, show us some love with a thumbs up, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to AI Waves channel for more insights into the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Until next time, keep exploring the waves of AI and ML.